So today I'm taking the dog to the vet, and since the pandemic has eased off quite a bit, possibly over, traffic is everywhere. This is definitely what I don't miss about commuting to work. So I thought I might as well record a vlog while I'm driving, and of course do it in a way that obeys all the safety regulations and traffic laws regarding people using their mobile devices in their cars. Got one ear in my earbuds. Got the camera propped up so it's hands-free. Using my mic so that you don't hear the car engine, you hear my voice. But anyway, I don't want to get too off topic. So I guess you could consider this part one of waiting for feedback on a screenplay, and part two. You could also consider it part two of looking for actors. Where I'm at with my feature film project that I've talked about before is I am still waiting for feedback. And the suspense is kind of killing me. I actually woke up, and this is me kind of expressing my biggest vulnerability, is that I woke up this morning at like 5 o'clock in the morning, as I often do, kind of feeling panicked that what if the stuff that's in my script is offending people, and that's why I haven't gotten any feedback. And that's just where my feelings are going. It's possible the reason why I haven't gotten any feedback yet is people have just been too busy to read a 66-page script. But that's where my mind is going. As I said before, I really put my face into the lava, so to speak. It's a term I got from that screenwriting podcast I told you about. I put some stuff in there that, I wanted the main character to feel emotions that I would feel if I were in the situation that this character would be placed in. So, there's something that another character does that really puts this person off, because I just know how I would react in that situation. There's stuff that really can scare them. There's stuff that is super painfully awkward, because like I said, I wanted this story to really work, and for it to really work, I felt like I had to really pour my emotions into it. What would this character really have to experience or feel to kind of make it feel real? And it's possible that some people are going to read this stuff and be really offended by it. Or it's possible they won't. Maybe that's just me getting ahead of myself. But I think the reason why I'm talking about this is because I'm sure that anyone out there who might be watching this, who's done your own film projects or your own video projects or whatever, as you're sitting waiting for people to respond, maybe this is the type of stuff that goes through your head. And yeah, it's scary. For all I know, that all these women in the Bay Area Women's Film Group are, reading my script, reading enough, and then talking amongst each other. Oh my gosh, have you read what this douchebag wrote? Oh my gosh, let's tear him down. But then again, that's just where my thoughts are going. For all I know, none of that is happening. For all I know, it's just they're too busy and they haven't reacted. The good news is I keep on getting more and more people that I don't know reaching out to say, hey, I'd love to read your script. Sounds like a cool concept. I love apocalyptic thrillers. Lay it on me. So I'm gladly sharing it with them. Am I taking a risk by sharing it with so many strangers, people I don't even know? Yeah, you could argue it, but I'm trusting my gut on this one, and I feel like I'm taking the right approach. In the meantime, the search for actors. I kind of did what I said I would do. I started searching around, seeing if there's some type of acting troupe or comedic troupe of 3 women that already have a thing going, already have a camaraderie. I didn't find that, but I did find something interesting. Apparently there are 3 women in the Bay Area that are actresses, and they all share something in common. I wasn't clear on if they work together or if they just share the same disability. They call it a disability. I'm not using that word because I'm trying to degrade them. That's just the word that I saw used. They all have a stammering thing going on. And I'm like, oh, you know what? That could make the story interesting. But then I had to stop myself and think, well, is that going to be believable? Because in the script, these three women, these three main characters are strangers, and that's how it starts off. And then as the story progresses, they become more acquainted with each other and eventually become an unbreakable trio. Or at least that's the goal. And I don't think it's going to be very believable that if, you know, somebody who's a woman of a certain age with a stammering disability is wandering through the Central Valley and meets two strangers, the likelihood that those other two people are also going to have stammering problems and be women and be of a similar age, that's kind of, I think, pushing the boundaries of, you know, someone's suspension of disbelief. So I kind of tabled that idea, although maybe I might come back to it because it sounds interesting to me. And then I was going out to pick up my kids at school, and I found out that our local theater is back. They're doing productions again very soon. Maybe I'll go check it out and see if there's any acting talent in there that I like that I might want to talk to. I think it actually could be really helpful to work with actors that live close by to me. Could solve a lot of production logistical issues that could come up, especially if I don't have a lot of money to use. Speaking of which, I think I might know what the budget I have for this project might be, but it's too soon to say, and I don't want to say that publicly because I don't know for sure. I really have to see how the rest of this year goes. But like I said, regardless of how much money it's going to cost, my goal is to get this film done no matter what. Even if it means me picking up a DSLR or, heaven forbid, even my phone. If I have to shoot this thing on an iPhone 14 Pro, and, you know, maybe this is the first feature film shot on an iPhone, so be it. Does that make me look like I'm losing credibility? Maybe, but I don't know. If that's what it's going to take, then that's what's going to take. And that's just where I'm going. So I've been kind of researching that in the meantime. It's too soon to worry about what camera to use to film this thing on. But yeah, my goal right now, taking those baby steps, get feedback on the script, find my actors. Still working on that. We'll see how that goes. And yeah, I think that's all I have to talk about for today. To anyone who might be watching this, best of luck to you and your projects, and I wish you the best. And I hope you liked watching the dog panting as I've been talking to you.